Hello and welcome back once again, everyone. I'm Brachiosaurus, and this is my Let's Play Denmark series in Europa Universalis 5, newly released by Paradox. We are at war with Sweden once again. They used to have an alliance with Poland, which was kind of dissuading us, but I think they've broken that off. Yes, Poland did not follow them into this war, and so we are making short work of them as they deal with a Norwegian noble revolt against their rule. That might even, if the nobles can win, break Norway off and make the whole Scandinavian peninsula easier for us to conquer in the future. We've defeated their small army and are now chasing them down, while we have our other small army, which is still bigger than theirs by 3,000 to 2, sieging the capital. Oh, and we've found them once again at Västerås. There's not much intrigue in this one with these numbers. We won easily. Let's split off half and send these guys to go chase them. New spy techniques. I haven't really been using spies very much. Oh, I should bring the fleet up to blockade Stockholm so that I get a bonus. Yeah, without the blockade we have a -1. We'll let the tick. We'll move the fleet away briefly, and you can see now that it's gone, there's a -1 to our siege roll. So we do want the blockade in. Every tick, every time the clock fills, we roll the die, and then we add up all of the modifiers, and that determines if we win or not. I think, what is it? Yeah, we roll 1 to 14, and we have to get a 20. But every tick that it goes, we get a ticking +1 on one of these, on the accumulation. So eventually we can get there. Now it's impossible, so we get a -57. Now that our siege is back, that's 6%, 8%, sorry, more in our favor. Oh, they're raising their army again. Don't do it, Sweden. Oh no! Oh no, those poor guys. Oh, Sweden, why did you do that? Just throwing your peasants into the grinder. Well, the Swedes have a little fleet. Is that a fleet of transports? Are those real no, those are levied fishing boats. I feel bad for them. I'm not gonna... Oh, well, what are you doing? I don't like this whack-a-mole phase where you've got to chase all their little tiny stacks around. Raising another levy there. I got a siege on Norway. Let's see if we can go up to Borg and Moss. I bet Oslo is under siege by the rebels. Not one ship in ski. Yeah, let's advance and see who's here. It is the Norwegian Noble Army sieging down Oslo. Good job, Norwegian nobles. We'll take this province and leave you to it. Where did that Swedish army go? So there is army automation. Let's pause and try and check this out, see if we can figure it out. I want a carpet siege. I want a carpet siege everything. No, I don't want a carpet siege Finland. I don't want a carpet siege Norway either. South Norway, North Norway, Iceland, and Northern Islands. That's good. Are you guys gonna do that? Oh, look! They're doing it! Look at them go! I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. But they've split up. Where's he going? Where's he going? What are you doing? Well, they split up in a semi-intelligent way. Now they're walking right past this objective. They're getting exiled. No, he's locked. He's not exiled. Where's this guy going? He's going to Farnabo. Going to Lind. See if we can intercept him. We got a battle over there that I wasn't looking at. Oh, the young king. He's out here in the field. Good on you. The occupation of Idre. Oh, that was one of my little carpet siegers. They're just off doing all kinds of random carpet sieges. Siege of Stockholm is slowly progressing. They're fine on food. They are taking some attrition though. They're down below 2,000. Clash between Vordenborg and Falster. Vordenborg supports Paris, while Falster supports Rome. Vordenborg is our breadbasket. Falster is not important. Sorry, Falster. I think we're taking the side of these peasants. Speaking of the breadbasket, let's boost it up a little bit. Sweden's certainly learning about pain here. Why did they split off 300 of mailed knights? Diplomats are back from Poland. Go engage him. Let's send them up there. Let's send more armies to Stockholm. Where is the king? He's over here? Yeah. Let's start routing him back down south. What are you doing? I don't know. What are you guys doing? Norway having their little army. Let's get the king over here to deal with the Norwegians. Where are they going? They're starving and they're heading to Malmö. They're running back away now. No, we didn't grab them. Let's get you guys. Who's leading the Norwegian nobles? Albert Av Hammer. Can I, like... Can I send him help? Can I send him help? Access economy. Send him a gift. Yeah, sure. 37 ducats. I want you to go do good things, Albert. And they're all the way over in Finland. Thought I told you guys not to go to Finland. I guess I screwed that up. What else can we siege in Finland? Sure. I don't know. Over there. Are they gonna swim over? What's this line? What's this line? My goodness. Go intercept them. Send King Ingvar down. Ah, Hamar, the seat of the rebels. Stockholm fell, 61% war score. We lost. How did we lose? That's outrageous. Well, luckily we've got plenty more armies. We've taken Hamar. Let's see if we can find them. They're getting beat up here as well too. Warren under us is the attacker. We don't have anybody in the flank. Let's balance and consolidate. Make sure this army is a little bit better set up. Erosion of faith. Let the faith erode, I say. Come on, reinforcements, get in there. Terrain is really, really bad, isn't it? -3. And our morale is not great. There you go, we won. That was the King's army that got beat up. Yeah, they're in rougher shape. What are they building? Goods, masonry, fishing villages. Fishing villages. I think the fishing villages, they give us maritime presence, which is kind of sort of nice. Oh, they give us sailors too. But they're really unprofitable, mostly. Yeah, we can build fishing villages in Malmo, and they're profitable there. But that's it. Why is that one profitable, but the rest aren't? Fish sells for a lot, while the required goods, salt and tools, are kind of low. Helsingborg is up there. You know, we'll get an extra sailor. Why not? How's my army over here during the day? Go for a swim? No. Now they're doing better. They're marching down south. 69% war score. Always nice. Always good to see. Can we just march across to Nidaros? What's the seat of this province? Vardal, over there. finish taking that one. What siege was that? That was the siege of Finland. Let's keep going on down in Finland. Nidaros is down. The next seat is over here in Levanger. Exiles from Muscovy. This is always a nice event. We get a courtier. This guy's quite good, too. And then... oh, no. This is the opposite. Our eyes and ears in Muscovy report that they have taken in many of our king's political enemies. They've taken in a Dane. It's the opposite. Were previously exiled from the Danish court or chose to seek opportunities elsewhere. They are now pushing for strong action against the current Danish regime and are providing active assistance to the Muscovite Grand Prince towards the achievement of that aim. Bo, you bastard. Bo of Copenhagen. Why did it? I would have given you a great job, Mr. Bo. With stats like that, you could have been leading an army. You could have been in cabinet. You could have done all kinds of things with your life, but you chose to go to Moscow. Okay, 80%. I think we've got this one. Let's see what we can get. We can't. Can we separate peace with Norway? Can we? I guess maybe we can. I don't know. Oh yeah, we can separate peace with Norway because they're that way in a union. So what if we take this province, the Bahus province, and we take Norway's money, and we take Norway's war reps, and we give Sweden a hard time, and we can't take them as a vassal. We can't take Iceland or Greenland or Orkney as vassals either. They will not accept. Why not? We only have 25 war score? Really? Not enough from blockades, you say? Let's bring the fleet around. We can do something about blockades. Hardened oak ships. Let's keep pushing into Finland over here. What does Finland have for ports? 2, 3 okay-ish ports. One way up north, too. Is there nobody in Oslo? Where did the rebels go? Can we not siege this province? What happened? Has no forts, no zone of control. Oh, it's winter and it's a mountain. The game doesn't do a good job of telling you that. But mountains are locked in the winter. It's impossible to move an army into mountains during normal winter or severe winter. So that's what we're seeing there. Let's get back upward to Idre. Let's take our small army and get rid of those guys for some more score. So now our food's running down as we march around Norway. Now they're starving. But we've got this engagement. Attacking with an overwhelming force. our budget is suffering. Push deeper into Finland. Let's go up to Berg. Yeah, we got filled back up on food. Took Denmark's food. We beat up a few Finnish soldiers over there. Sweden is full occupied, but I want to take this land from Norway too because I'm greedy. Let's see if we can siege just a little bit more. Take Berg province. Take a battle on Oslo. Send their 29 guys off. If we do a good enough job beating up the Norwegian army, then they might really end up with some problems with their noble rebels over here under the hammer. Where did that army go? They had one there. Did he just disband? We didn't get any notice on him. Sweden is very, very unwell. We wiped them out. Battle of Levanger, 96 killed. Sweden capitulated? I think so. Apparently they still have 1,000 troops somewhere. We don't really know where, do we? Norway. Give me what I want. Yeah, give me more money. So we'll take one province from Norway. And then we'll take the other one from Sweden. We'll see how much we can get away with taking from Sweden. Let's max out the gold. Sweden becomes a vassal for 200. We can almost vassalize them. So we want the Vastagotland province. Ooh, it's a lot of antagonism. But only with our enemies in Sweden, Livonia, and Norway. Not with anyone who really matters to me. What if I take another province? The Norwegian nobles don't like that. What if I take Ostra-Småland over there? 173! That pisses off the Hansa. So maybe we won't do that, or we'll do less of that, or something. I would like the Hansa not to hate me. Maybe something like that. That'll just barely do it. What if we do one more? The Hansa will be at 48, so we can do that. And then we'll take a war rep. I don't know what the rest of these do. Anti-piracy agreement. Food act. The access ones and the fleet bracing are about the same as in EU4, but the anti-piracy is new. Create a truce until 82. I'm not too worried about pirates, and I don't want their colonial claims. I want them to deal with all of that. Can we dismantle forts? Dismantle the fort in Stockholm. Make him easier in the future. Dismantle the fort in Visby, too. Do we have a humiliate in there? We do now. And we won't humiliate them. There you go. What's this for? Money. A big chunk of land. A lot of land. War reps and dismantling of their forts to make them easier to take in the future. They will accept. Peace in our time. There you go. I said it was going to be easy. It was easy enough. We'll disband all the levies. We'll bring the Navy back home to celebrate. Let's make a few celebratory ships to celebrate our victory. What else can we do? We've got 194. Can we build a celebratory library? Can we build 2 libraries? 3? 4. There you go. The treasuries of Norway and Sweden are funding our little literacy campaign. Okay, so I think the strategy for these territories is going to be to release them as like 1 province vassals. That way they get 2 counselors to work on just 1 province, and they can do a good job of developing and converting and everything. I think that this one over here is like slightly too large, because that's 3 probs it ended up being. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Whereas these ones, if we go like 1, 1, 1, and 1, maybe 2 down here, but mostly with 1s, then they'll end up using a counselor on development, probably. The other thing I was thinking is that the Swedish people really, really, really hate us. We have a -1 view of them, and they have a -2 view of us. I think that's what it is. I think it's neutral, +1, +2 has like 3 check marks all of a sudden, and then -1, -2. It's like low, super low, neutral, high, and then super high, which I don't have an icon for. But because the Swedes hate me so much, they'll be really, really expensive to accept or tolerate. 1.6 to tolerate. I wish we could get a reason why it costs that much. But yeah, Swedish costs 1.6 to tolerate, or almost 5 to accept. Are these not... Hang on, who lives here? Norwegians. Norwegians. Why can I not see any Norwegians on my list? Why do I have Frisians in my country? No, I don't want to tolerate the Frisians. I want to find the Norwegians. Well, we can't find the Norwegians. Anyways, we're going to create a subject, create a custom subject in Västergötland. And I guess we'll do 2 vassals, 2 fiefs. We'll make him a fief. Custom subject in... What was it? It was with a T. Tioharad. We'll make him a vassal. And I have to put someone in charge. Who's been good? Why is my sister, who was married off to the Duchy of Brabant, why is she available here as a potential ruler for me? She should be off in Brabant. I don't quite understand. Mr. Bure, Swedish Catholic. We'll put you in charge. And then we'll do another vassal in Ostra Småland. That one. Oh, can I not do it? There. Some of these clicks don't like happening. Who can we put in charge over here? Someone who's okay, but not too good. Someone like the Queen or my sister, but I don't want to send them over. Alfred Neiman. He's kind of good. Lars Hackinson. He's pretty good. We could send our cabinet member over there and then replace Lars. I think that's what we'll do. Still can't see the Norwegian people, but we will. I'm going to let it tick over and see if the Norwegians pop up at all. Tick over to the next month, maybe. Okay, we got a food production tech. Yeah, there are the Norwegians. So the Norwegians are neutral. They would cost a lot less to accept. So I think I can just accept them straight up in the future. The Holstadians are a little bit expensive. They're around 1 point. But the Norwegians are only a third of a point to fully accept. Although that's just a really small region. Okay, so we will create a subject from, that was the Bahus province. Yeah, that's highlighted. And we'll make it a fiefdom. So fiefs near us on our side of the coast, of the Sound. Vassals over there. And then with these Swedish territories, I want to enforce culture on them and make them Danish, because they're all Swedish culture. So we're going to enforce culture and make them all Danish so that they convert the people to be Danes. Sorry to any Swedes out there. It's just the game. It's gotta be done. I wish it wasn't so hard to improve cultural relations, but if you can only do it once every 50 years, it's a little ridiculous. So we're gonna do it this way. Gonna try it this way at least. Okay, Holstein likes us. Oh, that's our vassal. Oh, I think we can. I think we're good to annex them, aren't we? If we look at the control map, we've got some decent control going down there. They've been a good vassal, but it's time to come home. Efficiency in the Navy. So, I had bad relations after that war with them. Oh, I have no more Diplos. Okay. So I want to repair. I want to fix my antagonism situation. It's Livonia, Sweden, and Norway. The Teutons a little bit. The Hansa was next. Still short of books. Short of tons of books. Build more books in Copenhagen. How's my budget? Budget's fine. Let's make the nobility like us a little bit more. Let's make everybody like us a little bit more. Veneration of relics. From the highest noble to the lowest peasant, people believe that the veneration of relics allows the supplicant to reduce their time in purgatory. However, a treatise opposing this practice has been found in Vend sisal thigh. Nailed to the door of one of our churches, which has a very substantial relic collection. Is there any truth to this treaty's complaints, or are they merely the words of naysayers and heretics seeking to harm the unity of the church? Our one true path to salvation. We just bought a vial of... No, I don't want to spend that much money on what's obviously fake and gross. The milk of Mary. That's horrible. Forgiveness can only come from God. That'll make the Catholics unhappy. I'm not spending money on that junk. Holy cow. Looks like the hammer is not doing too well now that we've left. It looks like he has 0 soldiers. Sorry, hammer. Can I get a refund? Ottomans, no change. Bulgaria is invading Wallachia. Oh, these guys unified, but they're unified under one of the tribes. And they did not become Moldavia or Moldova or anybody else over there. They also did not become a March of Hungary. Sometimes they unify and offer to become a vassal of Hungary immediately. Aragon, Portugal, not much change there. England is still holding on, but they... Oh, wow. They somehow, the noble revolt did not overthrow the Plantagenets. They're back. They're still there in Wales and the Pale as well. Who knew that that's how it would go down? A mischievous feline. Saxo Grammaticus has always been regarded as an established writer and his works lauded by the general populace. However, one of his works, the Gesta Danorum, has become the main topic of discussion at court when some attentive students of the work discovered some particular ink smudges on it. Apparently, a cat walked on it after having stepped on ink, leaving its paws permanently imprinted on the piece. This has caused a most curious debate at court, with the nobility admiring the intrepidness of the feline, while the clergy lamenting that now the piece is completely ruined. Oh my gosh. The cat ruined it, and it can lose art quality. Or it can gain art quality. Why would I ever want to lose the quality? This does not diminish the piece, it gives it more history. A new son, Albert. Excellent. We do have a parliament. Oh, I sent my cabinet member over to Smallland to be my vassal. So we'll hire Larzon into the position to centralize the country. And how's we can shuffle our control around. It's been a while since we've done that. They're just about maxed out anyways at 75 and 61, so we'll send them to the capital, our richest region. And we will host a parliament, something focused on peace. We've got gravel roads, that rewards us with centralization, which would be really good. Get a character, subjects. The ties to subjects wouldn't be horrible because I just forced them all to become Danish. We can promote a burgher. A skilled burgher will appear. We can sponsor a cathedral. We can do noble arts. Boost our spiritualism. Or support the state to get crown power and more ruler ability. I might go with this one. None of these are really amazing. I guess the centralization is pretty good. Yeah, actually, let's go with the centralization. Try and see if we can get this one done. 47 support. And adopt innovative ideas. Sure, we can be innovative. I think we're very traditional as it is now. Oh, we're a little bit traditional. Halmstad leaves us, goes against us. But we're still winning, just barely. I need to reduce my antagonism here and here and here, but I don't have a diplo for the Hansa. The influence of Copenhagen. We can get more support or we can get development. I like development personally. Oh, I can get naval support. I'll take that for the 2 points towards naval. Naval benefits. I get naval support and I get a naval benefits event. That's perfect. 196. That's a ton of money. Let's boost our stability a little bit. Let's have a look at the institutions, because I can embrace professional armies. I'm not in any rush to do this. I kind of like most of what I queued up for research. And I queued up quite a few things. Actually, we get manpower from them. So maybe we should do that sooner rather than later. Maybe we should cut our research off around there. Get the trade. And then embrace it. We'll see. Actually, I wanted to build that market warehouse so that I have a bit more storage. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And then we'll see about the techs in a few more minutes. Got the centralization. Excellent. We're getting little bits of measles here and there. See, we've got it again. We're making some good money during that debate. I'm really not in any rush to embrace anything. Distillers guilds are still worth. Salt is worth. Let's expand the salt mines. Erosion of faith, we'll take it. Horses. Horses are surprisingly worthwhile. How's our annexation coming? It's moving along at quite a good pace. Let's boost relations with Holstein. Max literacy for burgers is done. So we'll annex these guys, and then we'll boost relations in Holstein and annex them. How's our road network looking? It is non-existent. We have just what we started with. I am going to need a road over to this side, probably. Where's my control coming in? At Flensborg? Oh, Kiel should be a good port. Kiel is a good port, 85%. So I can send control from the capital down to Kiel, and then use that as like a base of roads, kind of going out like that. Roads are expensive though. They're about to annex. Oh. Yeah, we'll take more research. And we'll save up some money to embrace the new institution. Anything else going on in the world? Ooh, Muscovy has made some moves. Annexing Holstein. We've got Holstein. And we've got enough money for our institution. Kiel is building a market. Can we build any wharves? Only in my vassals. I'm not in a rush to build them up. What do we get in Kiel? Livestock and fish over there, so kind of weak resources. Lumber's good up there. What's in Pinneberg? How's our connection to Pinneberg? 0. How's our control? It's 91 right now, but that's from the vassal. That's going to drop down. Oh, we've maxed out our relations with Sweden. We still have quite a lot of antagonism with them. Livonia's going down. Denmark's going down. Teutons are going down. I think this is a good spot to pause and wrap this episode up. Next episode, we'll embrace the next institution and continue on with our economic development from there. I really want to focus on building up the capital region, especially with more manufactories in the towns and getting the food supply up there. But that's enough for now. Thanks very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Leave some comments. I love to see them. I read them all. And hope this is fun and interesting for you. Thanks, guys. Cheers.